back to another awesome video, and today's TV show review is going to be of IronHeart. So IronHeart is after Black Panther Wakanda Forever, as we see Riri Williams. She has just, I think she got expelled from MIT, and now she's got to figure herself out and basically make a name for herself. So this show is directed by Angela Barnes, and this is produced by Ryan Coogler, who did both Black Panther movies. Because of Wakanda Forever, I was very excited to see the potential of where Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams would go from this, and hearing the premise of the idea that she would be facing against people like the Hood, who was played by Anthony Ramos, which we will get to in a second. But I liked the idea that she was going up against someone with magic using, because I like the idea of that magic versus tech concept. I think it's really cool. But as you further find out, there's a little bit more magic involved with this. And before we go any further, I do want to say there's going to be some spoilers, so if you haven't seen the show, I don't know if I'd recommend checking out, but if you want to check it out, go for it. If you don't want to, and if you don't care, then by all means, continue to watch no matter what. But I will at least say this, that it's fine, I guess, for a show. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, really. And speaking of Dominique Thorne, she's fine in this show. I don't know why. Weirdly enough, she's just okay in this in terms of her performance. And I like her a lot more, and I liked her performance a lot more in Wakanda Forever. I don't know what it was about that movie that I like her in that one more versus here, but she's just okay. She has this AI friend named Natalie, who is essentially this, like, from her subconscious develops this AI that looks like her best friend, and quite honestly, I enjoyed her more. I don't know what it is. I think she had a better energy. I don't know what it was, her personality, something. I think the actress, I think her name was Lyric Ross. I think she is at least giving it her all, and not that no one in the show isn't. It's just for a reason, everyone else in the show is just kind of okay. Again, Dominique Thorne, okay. The family dynamics are okay. The crew that the Hood hires is just kind of okay. And one specifically named Slug that kind of not rubbed me the wrong way, but made me kind of go, really? Like the fact that they said he or she or they, whatever it is, most dangerous person in Madripoor. And I thought to myself, nah, get that shit out of here. No way. That I don't believe for a second. I'm sorry. Like, this person right here is the most dangerous hacker in Madripoor and all of Madripoor. No. Sorry. If you told me a different criminal or a different villain, then I would believe it. But this person, sorry, no. But with that all said, I think mainly the villains are my favorite thing about this show. I mean, Anthony Ramos is the best thing about this series, and that's not just because I loved Anthony Ramos in Hamilton, and he's got such a record with like things like that and In the Heights and etc. But outside of that biasry, feels like he's really like putting his charisma, he's like putting all his energy, he's having fun playing the villain, and I don't blame the guy. I think it's great, honestly, and I may not know a lot about the Hood, but the Hood is a badass character, so I like that Ramos got to be this guy. We also have Alden Ehrenreich, who is Ezekiel Stane, who's the son of Obadiah Stane, and I gotta say, I like him. Like, again, I like the villains, but my thing with Stane here, with Ezekiel Stane here, is at times I like when he's intimidating, when he's threatening, he's being a villain, and he's got his weird, like, bionic, electronic, whatever tech he has going on. He's zapping Riri Williams and rips her helmet off. I think that's so great. But then at times he kind of then acts like a wuss. He acts like a pansy, and I'm wanting him to be more intimidating. And in those intimidating moments, I thought to myself, Alden Ehrenreich should be a villain more often. I genuinely enjoyed those moments.
I spent my whole life trying not to become Obadiah Stane, just to find myself right where he left, taking down an iron
Speaking of that armor, it's a practical suit of armor. It's not nanotech, which is great. And don't get me wrong, I think the nanotech has been cool, but I will admit, for someone who's been watching the MCU movies for quite some time, the nanotech has kind of gotten a little too repetitive, or at least that digital effect on the faces has been a little repetitive lately. But with this suit, like each of the suits that Riri wears have been practical. Like I like the white one that we are introduced to in the beginning, and even this suit, although it is magic enhanced, I do like the look of it, and it has like a bit of like a personal thing to it because it is also the car that Riri Williams had and got fixed in the second Black Panther movie. So I loved all the practicality of this series for sure. One thing is for certain, they drop a big reveal towards the last 2 episodes of this season, and maybe of this series, because I really don't know if they should do a season 2, but that's debatable. But anyways, towards the end of the season, we see Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto, and he's great. He's awesome. It's a great reveal because it's Mephisto, but there's a few things I will touch upon in another video of that. So I at least love the performance. I at least love seeing the introduction of Mephisto and that we finally see him and it's a confirmation and all that. But more details with that in another video because I feel like that should have its own little discussion. The last thing I will say about this series, and this sounds so stupid, but I feel like this show should have had a little bit more MCU. And what I mean by that is, yes, I know this is just the TV show and it's just going to center around these characters and we're not going to have every cameo from every character. And yes, there are references to everything else going on in the universe, but I feel like with the catalysts and the ratifications and the ramifications and the damage that happens in this series, I feel like someone should get involved. Like maybe the people of Wakanda would be like, hey Riri, what's going on? We're gonna check up on you, sort of thing. Or heck, speaking of magic, Wong. Why didn't Wong make a cameo in this series basically saying, Miss Williams, what are you doing with tampering with dark forces that you cannot comprehend? Like, he appeared in She-Hulk, and I feel like that was pointless. Here, this would make more sense, because we're talking about magic. We are talking about the devil, in a sense. And especially since they referenced Dormammu, why didn't Wong or someone from the Sanctum Sanctorum and Cosmetara, or maybe even Strange, make a cameo, or someone of importance that signifies that, hey, what are you doing, you know? But I will say, like I said, it is not the worst thing out there, but I'm going to give IronHeart Season 1, I'm at least give it a 7.5 out of 10, or maybe an 8 out of 10, or a 7 out of 10. So IronHeart, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day, every week. Share the video with family and friends. All the good stuff for more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll look to do as best as possible. Got for more movie reviews. Got for other things I have planned for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time.